we'll see what kind of game plan they're setting up for Leo Fioravanti. Big ramp setting up, big whip, perfect landing for Medina. Back to the top for another hack. And now looking for a third move, down carve slice, and how about that? We've got a new heat in the water. Gabriel Medina taking on Jack Robinson.
Jack Robinson, Gabriel Medina. You love that matchup anywhere.
We see Jack up and riding right here.
Jack throwing the tail, a nice cool spin. Now drives off the bottom, lays into it with the fin throw, but he can't hang on.
Let's have a look at Gabriel here.
Air reverse straight into a nice carving, and that's the way you want to start off a heat.
Big ramp setting up, big whip, perfect landing for Medina. Back to the top for another hack. And now looking for a third move, down carve slice, and how about that? That was unbelievable.
He's looking scary.
Very well served by Gabriel Medina. I think he's getting the momentum. He knows that he's going to be unstoppable.
For him to do that against Jack, to kind of suck the air out of the momentum of world number 2, Jack Robinson, that was huge.
Bit of a masterclass again out here in absolutely deadly form through to quarterfinals.
There's a missed opportunity there. He could have capitalized and Jack up and riding.
World number 2, Jack Robinson with a racetrack ramp section, big alley-oop. And Jack lands on the roof, and he's still coming down with it. He will ride away. What an amazing completion. Still with an end section to attack off the top. Unbelievable.
You can see it's a little bit taller than most waves. We've seen it on this heat besides Leo's 5.17. And just back-to-back beautiful, strong maneuvers and a lot of release. I've actually seen him surf.
Meanwhile, in the tube, in a deep tube, traveling really fast, making sections, blistering speed, comes out to elation from the crowd. Medina waited a while and found himself a deep, deep tube.
People enjoying themselves, aren't they, on the beach with the Medina show right now. He's in complete control. He's looking in great form. He had a slow start. He came back in elimination round.
Reposition himself because it looks like he's spelling out kind of by Italo right there. And Ethan up and riding.
Wow, big first turn from Ethan Ewing. Getting out in front, laying the rail. Nice clean wrapping cutback. Last year's runner-up in the world has the flow. Nice chip on that section and lights up the finish. Cool tempo, nice.
All right, here's the reply. Here goes Leo Fioravanti in the tube. He's traveling and he comes out. Fioravanti is absolutely delighted. He disappeared from view. The late takeoff straight into the tube, knifes it in, and all smiles in his camp. What a wait with now 30 seconds on the clock from Leo Fioravanti to get himself back in this heat, and it looks like back in the quarters.
Gained that drive, and that was beautiful from Griffin.
Now a little chip in for Colapintos. He heads left, a big cave setting up, pulls up and under, still traveling. Colapinto into daylight. What a read from Griffin Colapinto.
Here's Tyler Wright, and an opportunity not only in this heat, but on this particular set. She's up here. There's a first quick bottom turn, and then opens up. Really nice, tightens up the arc. That board swinging in the pocket, and again, really nice. Great release from a good spray. And again, it's technical surfing. The judges love that combo from the rail into the lip, drifting with the floater. Good stuff from Tyler.
Yeah, that was impressive, man.
Meanwhile, on a bomb mark, bang, she goes high up on the face, off the bottom again, just swooping off that rail and puts it up nice and steep. And a fourth section standing up for her here. And another great wave for Caroline Marks.
As you see it right there, every wave that is coming, Cade's kind of having a look and not really letting him go, but also not going, you know?
John will sneak under the hood to get the first wave of the morning. He travels through and gets the exit, lays down a hammer on the opening wave of the morning.
Meanwhile, Italo.
Wow, huge rotation, drifty. Will he hang on here? He will stick this Italo Ferreira absolutely loves it. And he is all over this heat already. He's had deep tubes as well. And a throaty tube here and a good exit. So we are absolutely game on in that heat too. Matty McGillivray, he's so good in the barrel. This one nice and clean. How about this drop?
Drops straight into on the rail, and look at this is a super tube at Super Tubos. Nice and square. McGillivray waited for this one, and he scored.
So much happening, so many talking points right now at the moment. Ferreira's firing up the crowd. McGillivray, he is a quiet achiever.
5:30 on the clock and rolling into the left with some speed. Italo Ferreira, alley-oop, big full rotation, right into a wrapping cutback. Two-time champ of this event, 2019 world champ, does a chop pop to celebrate with his eyes closed. It was just a matter of time before he saw a ramp like that, Jesse.
It looked really fun to do.
And here comes a fun left. Dora wants to go for the air. Stumbled a bit, but still holds his composure to lay down the alley-oop.
Oh, wow.
Jams it shut. This is the day that we were hoping for at Super Tubos. Enjoying the aerial show with combination of turns. This is exactly what Yago loves to do at Super Tubos, Jesse.
Yeah, paddle with some intent behind it. And here's another good-looking section lining up with loads of section and speed. And massive again with the alley-oop. Lands it, goes into a carving, knifing turn, which puts him back in a pocket. And he'll juice this thing as well. So Medina has rotated both ways already on these lefts. He seems very relaxed by land. He looks very happy and loose by sea. And he'll just keep on chopping away through to an inside. This crowd was already in full voice, maybe just a little bit gutted to see Federico Moraes.
Yeah, goes Griffin, I think. That's right.
Yeah, Colapinto, tail high reverse, and he will right away. A tough one there with the section exploding underneath him, but he found some space to stay nice and low. Kate kind of imitating that right away motion from Griffin. Incredible surfers from Tahiti who's finaled at the CT level in the past. Here he goes now. The Moroccan getting some speed. A big wall there. It is getting nice and steep for that big backhand hammer. Coming off the roof again. Two huge turns and a salute to the crowd.
That's a big score. That's all I can say. I don't think we've seen.
Right there, I like that. And this is something that, I think they would have gone over in a game plan because I think Imai would be thinking he'd be going for a lot of above the lift stuff because that's what he did in his last heat. But I think that they probably talked it out and said, look, just get these solid numbers on the board with that vertical surfing that you can do. And those were two beautiful out the back.
The full wings out. Let's have a look here. Here's another beautiful looking tube, a backhand tube.
What?
And a successful exit there for Rio Wide.
That was insane. For him to navigate this thing on the backhand, realize that there was a doggy door, and then to actually sneak out, take the lip on the back, and just, be able to stay. You know what? That's training paying off right there. Strength training from his coach.
Almost like he keeps seeing waves coming through and heading back to the peak. Here he goes. Squares off the bottom and snaps one off the top. And again, it's so controlled as he releases the tail, puts extra variety as he gets that tail all the way backwards and just finesses a section, just kind of sashaying through the inside. A little shampoo to finish as well. And seamless, smooth, fast, polished surfing from Ethan Ewing.
And just being between the best of all, it was an amazing experience I'll never forget.
Absolute charger these days, getting yourself into some amazing condition as we see Gabriel Medina with a big wind-up, tail high reverse. Whoa. Perfect landing on the roof, hammers it in the pocket and still has room to move on the inside. What an incredible start for Gabriel as he will shut it down, looking so solid with his eye on the prize. Good punt on the end section. Here comes a bowling left for the three-time world champ. Big hammer there to kick things off. Trills it again with the fins out in front. Little slash to fin release and shuts it down with a fourth turn through the backwash. Impressive heat for Gabriel here in the quarterfinals, and he is going to be even more dangerous as he gets into the later rounds on finals day, Miguel.
Yeah, this guy is serial killer. Seems like when he puts on his momentum together, he just has no holding back, and you really see the, all the energy he puts in there. Like he threw airs, he threw turns, backhand turns.
Now Griffin checking out a right-hand wall. He's got the speed, he'll pull in, Griffin makes it. Now setting up a turn off the lip, jams it with the tail blow, and Griffin Colapinto hangs on to a beautiful combination.